So here I'm making yet another video. It is PIMA 142 and I'm still working on 1.4. Last time we did was examples and now you have assignments. So this is assignment. So I'll begin with the very first one. So exercise. So the first one, find the unit rate. If you drive 360 miles on a tank of 20 gallons, what, so each gallon, so the question is for each gallon, how many miles? So it means naturally we need the miles up and the gallons down. So this is the ratio you can do first, rate, and the rate is given 360 miles divided by 20 gallons. And then you can work out this piece, which is if there is a zero, you can just cross this out. You can see 2 divides 36 or half of 36 is 18. So your answer becomes 18 miles per per 1 gallon. So either you write this way or you just write 18 miles per 1 gallon, or in short you just write 18 miles per gallon. Now if you see the second question is you bought 10 pounds, you paid $4. So every 1 pound will be how much is the cost. So find the unit rate is uh, the number of pounds will be LB. So let's LB is the number of pounds up. Oh, sorry. The main rate would be the money that you spend will be on dollars here. Okay, so many dollars. The bottom will be number of pounds. So that's the rate we are going to use. So you spend $4. Okay, $4. So that's $4, and uh you 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 buy 10 pounds of, and you can clearly see we can easily cross out this. What is 10 over 4 over 10? And 4 over 10, basically there are 4 tens, right? Means 1 over 10 plus 1 over 10 plus 1 over 10 plus 1 over 10. So which is actually 0.4. In other words, if you take off this 0, the decimal which is after the point here, that decimal moves one place to the left. So this answer will be 0.4 times $4 per 1 LB. See, or in short, you can write 0.4 dollars per pound. So both are same. The next question is find the unit. Joel ran 1,500 and it took him 4 minutes and 45 seconds. So we can convert this into 4 minutes. Basically means we can first convert this 4 minute into seconds. That means 1 minute is 60 seconds. So that way we can cross out this minute and get 4 times 60 seconds, which is 4 times 6 is 240 seconds. So, and plus there is another 45 seconds. So to this you add this one, so you get total 285 seconds. So every second, how many meters does he run? So this one, so the number of meters, maybe meters on top, and the seconds in the down. So we can say, okay, meters is 1500 m, which is meters, and 285 seconds. So if you do maths, uh, so put on this on the calculator, you will end up getting 5.26 meter per second, or you can say meter per second. Okay. And the next one is, now these are not unit rate. You have to convert from 8 feet to inches. So we start with 8 feet. So that is 8 feet. Now we need to convert these into, you want to get this into inches. So this answer should be inches. Okay. So what you do is you multiply this by 1 foot 1 foot is 12 inches. This is how. Of course, we know the inches is small, feet is big, so that's why you multiply by 12, and you can directly also do. But I'm just showing this is called dimensional analysis, where you use this way and get the answer. So this answer would be 8 times 12, and this whole thing is inches, and that you get 96 inches. So question number 5, you need to convert from 2 miles. So 2 miles, you have to change from 2 miles, you want to get all the way to into yards. So the first thing I'm going to use is conversion factor. I'll start with 2 miles and multiply it by the conversion rate, that is every 1 mile. So 1 mile is 5,280 feet. See? So 1 mile is 5 to 8 feet, and then multiplied by, since we want to know the yards, we will write feet, because somehow feet has to be cancelled out. So I'm going to write 1 yard here up. 1 yard is 3 feet. So if this is the yardstick, we have 3 feet. 1, 2, and 3. So these are like in feet. So yardstick has got 3 feet. And so I'm using this way to get the answer. So now we can cross out the mile and the mile. So this mile crosses out, and then we can cross out the feet and the feet. What is remaining is 2 times 5,280 divided by 3. This whole thing is a number, so I put a parenthesis to show. And the answer that you get is, this is a yard. You stay with the yard, right? And then you get the answer, which is 3,520 yards. And you're done. The question is there another shortcut to do this? We will see also. You can also do this. Start with 2 miles. So start with 2 miles. And you can also write 1 mile straight away to write in yards. So 1 mile is 1760 yards. So that is because 1 mile is 1760 yards. And you can see, if I want to convert this into feet, and you can see one yard is 3 feet. See, so this yard crosses are, if you multiply this, you really get that 5,280. Okay, feet. So that way you can do directly this piece. I'm using this conversion factor. Instead of, you could, there's another conversion factor will be 1 mile, 1 is 760 yards. So this is also conversion factor. But why did I use this? So that we can cross out this 1 mile and mile. And you just have to multiply this by 1760, and whatever that answer will be the same. 3, 5, 2, 0. It's like doubling that. You double this. So this 0, 2 times 2 6 are 12, 1 carry, 2 7 are 14, and plus 1 will be 15. 1 carry 2, 1 are 2, and 3. Sorry, this is 3. Okay. So these are in yards. So question number 6 is convert 40 miles. So that means we have 40 miles. We need to convert all the way to, the answer has to be in kilometers. So first thing is, we know we'll convert miles to feet. You need to know that 1 inch is 1 inch is, these are the known one, 2.54 centimeter. You also know that 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters, and 1 meter is 100 centimeter. Okay. And 1 mile is, so these are the things we have to know, 5280. So let's convert this piece 40 miles. So we'll try the conversion factor. The conversion factor is 1 mile is 5280 feet. Okay. And then feet we can convert to inches, because 1 foot is 12 inches. And then we'll convert 1 inch is, here it is, 2.54 centimeters. Then we'll convert centimeters to meters. So 100 centimeters is 1 meter. Then again 100 centimeters, then you change to 1,000, sorry, one, because you want to change it to kilometer. 1 kilometer is 1,000 meter. So long step here, we will use the shortcut also. You can see this mile crosses out, this foot crosses out, this inch crosses out, this centimeter crosses out, this meter crosses out. What are you left with is 40, then this one 5280, then 12, then 2.54, and then you divide by this 100 and this 1,000, so it become 100, and then 1,000, and all this answer will be in kilometers. And I think you get the answer as 64.37. So on the calculator, we have 64.37. So hope I made that. Just want to make sure we are right. Okay. Now, so on your calculator, you have to be careful. These are the pieces you could directly multiply, but when you are dividing, let's say you get this answer, whatever that is, then that answer you have to divide and then put open parenthesis. You click on this open parenthesis, then do 100 times 1,000, and then close it, and then do the enter. So that's how you do it. Now the question is there another shortcut way to do? Let me wipe this off and write directly. Now the directly, there is also, if you know, 1 mile is 1.609 kilometers straight away. So instead of 40 miles, we're going to multiply by 1. Basically, 1 basically means, see, when I write this 1 mile is 1.609 kilometer, right? So now I divide both sides by, I just want to show that how that works. So both sides you divide 1.609 kilometer and 1.609 kilometer. That means this crosses out. And it means we are writing 1 mile over 1.609 kilometer. This is 1. See? And that's why if this is multiplied by 1, basically you're just writing this piece that of course this one is, you can also write the opposite. It means you can write 1.609 kilometer divided by 1 mile is 1 also. So either way, but then we'll use the second one, because the reason, there's a mile here up, right? So we'll try to get the rate at where the mile is at the bottom. So 1 mile is 1.609 kilometer. So that we can cross out the mile and the mile, just multiply 40 times 1.609. Okay, and this is in kilometer, and you should get the same answer, 64. 0.37 kilometers. I hope I made sense. Now, question number 7, you need to convert from 6 kilogram. This is straight away, but still I'll write kilogram. Kilograms. You want to convert kg. Instead of 6 kg, I want to convert to grams. And uh, so to convert this, 6 kg multiplied by 1, right? So it means basically it is 6 kg, and 1 kg is 1000 kilograms. This is in metric system. This is grams. Okay? So that means all you do is this kg and this kg crosses out, and you're left with 6 times 1000 and grams. And these is 6,000 grams. And you're done. So let's see another one. Okay, so again another example, convert 2.5 gallons to ounces. One way to do is 2.5 gallons. Gallons is up here, so this is gallons. So we have to multiply by the conversion rate. What is the conversion rate here? Or the rate will be changing gallons to quarts. We know that 1 gallon is 4 quarts QT, and again we'll multiply 1 quart is 2 pints, and then 1 pint is 2 cups, and then 1 cup is 8 ounce fluid ounce, right? So that way we can cross out everything, gallons and gallons, quarts and quarts, pints and pints, cups and cups. So all you're left with is 2.5 times 4 times 2 times 2 times 8. And you end up getting the answer to be 320 ounce. So, but you can also do the shortcut 2.5 gallons, and every 1 gallon, so I'll put a gallon down, 1 gallon directly is 128 ounces. Right? So this gallon in gallon crosses out, and you get 2.5 times 120, and this answer will be the same as 320. And you can also see that this piece which is there, that is same as this piece, because 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16, and this is which is really 128. Okay, so all this to show how nice, beautiful dimensional analysis to change from gallons to ounces. But this is a shortcut you can also use. So question number 9 is an outdoor track is, so this is this piece, this is 400 meters. So this is one lap going around. Suppose you start sprinting, you go around, that's 400 meters. That's one lap. So the one lap is 400 meters. Now you can convert this into rate as 400 meters over one lap. Okay, this is one of the rate, or you can say 400 meter, you can put it down and write one lap, depend on the situation. Now, this piece is taken care of here. There are 3 pieces, this, right? Now, if you run 8 laps, so they give you 8 laps. So we need to change 10 laps. Question is how many kilometers? This gives you, question is in kilometers. So what we're going to change is we are going to multiply this 10 laps, and we are going to use either this or this. But because this lap is up and this lap is down, so I'm going to use 400 meter to one lap. Okay, that will help us to get in meters. But then you have to also have kilometers. So So you have to have meters down, and 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. So this is how. So we can cross out lap and a lap, meter and a meter. So what are you left with is 10 times 400 divided by 1,000, and this whole answer will be in this kilometer will be left over, and you can see that's that is like almost 4 kilometers. You can see that by just looking at it, no need of calculator. There are three zeros. This and this goes away. This and this goes away, and this and this goes away. So it's only four left. Okay, and that's so easy, right? It's common sense because every lap is 400. So 10 laps will be like 4,000, right? And then you want to know kilometers and every kilo. So you can use your common sense, but then you have to organize and write the steps so that you really know how the dimensional analysis works. Question number 10. So an aspirin tablet is 650 milligram. That means one tablet is 650 milligram. Now this is one way to write, or we can write one tablet divided by 650 milligram is 1. So this is one of the rate, or you can say 650 milligram divided by one tablet is 1. So this is what this means here. Now if you take two aspirins, so this says two aspirin means two tablets. So you are taking two tablets but you are taking it twice a day. So that means you are taking two tablets and it is twice in one day. That means in one day you are taking four tablets. 2 plus 2 is 4. So these are four tablets. So we need to know these tablets, whatever that you take in a day, which is the four tablets, then how many grams of aspirin have you taken? So the question is how many grams of. So we will start with this. So we'll start with four tablets. Okay, let me write four tablets times, and we have to multiply the conversion rate. And the conversion rate that I have to use is so tablets. This is the conversion rate I'm going to use. One is this whole thing. So you say, okay, one tablet is 650 milligram. But then the milligram is, what is that? mg, milligram is milli. So this milligram, you want to have the answer in grams. That means 1 gram is 1,000 milligram. Okay? So I'm gonna write this as 1 gram. Sorry, 1,000 milligrams. I'll write here, and the top part will be 1 gram. So, so this is from the metric system. You can either write one way to write is 1 gram divided by 1,000 milligram is 1. Or you can also write 1,000 milligram divided by 1 gram. So both are same. So this is the one that I use right here. And then we can cross out this, okay, this tablet. So we can also cross out this piece and this piece. What are you left is the 4 in this one divided by 1,000. This whole answer will be, and that's it. You're done. Oh, so the answer for this is you get answer is just check, confirm. I want to confirm. So is 2.6 gram on the calculator. This will be 2 grams. And the milligram can be written as shortcut also mg like this. Yeah, I think I already wrote here, right? Anyway, question number 11. A wire costs $2 a meter. That means 1 meter, 1 meter is uh, $2, right? So this is the ratio, conversion rate. And how much will it cost? Will be 3 kilometers of wire. So we have to convert 3 kilometers all the way to how many dollars? So we want to know how many dollars. So you start with 3 kilometer, and then first we'll try to write this into convert because this rate is given to you 1 meter, right? So this kilometer, let's first convert to uh, because 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters, right? So I'm gonna use 1 kilometer up and divide by 1,000 meters. So this is what I'm gonna use, equal to 1, right? So that's why I'm using 1 kilometer divided by 1,000 meters. Oh, sorry. Because this kilometers is up here, this will not help. So let's write the ratio. This ratio will be 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. And then we'll write another conversion factor, this one. Because the meter is up here, this is up. So this will be the right one, which is 1 meter is $2. See? That way we can cross out kilometer and kilometer, meter and meter. And all you're left with is this 3. Then you have this 1,000 and then 2. And you get $6,000. Or you could also say directly, see, it's common sense. See, if you watch this, how much will cost 3 kilometers, right? So when you say 3 kilometers, basically means it is 3,000 meters. Straight up in your mind, you're thinking, and every meter is $2. That means if it is 3,000, you just have to multiply by 2 and you get 6,000. See? So you can do even mentally this, but it's better to show how you get it more important. Question number 12 says, sugar contains 15 calories per teaspoon. Now this means let me write this. What is this? 1 teaspoon, okay, is 15 calories. This is the one of the conversion factor I'm writing because of this information. And next is how many calories are in a 1 cup. So if we want to know from 1 cup, we want to know how many calories. So this is our question is, so converting from 1 cup of sugar contains how many calories is the question. So I'm gonna okay. So we'll start with, there are two ways you can do. I always like to keep the rate as it is. Use the so this I keep and I begin with this 1 cup. So let's start with 1 cup, 1 cup of sugar. Now I'm gonna multiply the conversion rate, this one. And you can see there's this is the tablespoon there. Okay. So instead of 1 cup, we can write as to use this. I use table 1 teaspoon because hold on. So first thing I'll do is I'll start with 1 cup, and this means this is over 1, and I multiply by uh, this conversion factor. It's 15 calories divided by 1 teaspoon. So this is teaspoon. I'm writing everything detail. Then we know we'll convert this into a tablespoon. That means we know 1 tablespoon, there are 3 teaspoons. Okay. And then in a cup, 1 cup is, sorry, so we'll put this down because somehow we have to get off with this cup, see this part. So 1 cup is, 16 tablespoons. Okay. Now we can cross out uh, this cup and this cup crosses out. See, this tablespoon and this tablespoon crosses out. This teaspoon and this teaspoon. And what I left with is 15, this 15 times 3 times 16, and this answer that you get is in calories. The same thing also you could have said, okay, 1 cup. See, 1 cup, you can change 1 cup as, so instead of writing 1 cup, 1 cup is 16 tablespoons. So we can start this way, this part first, tablespoon, going backward, and that way also you can get the same answer. But I wanted to show another way, why can't we start with the rate itself? So what I'm saying is, let's begin with this piece. So 15 calories, so I'll use this divide by 1 teaspoon, right? So now I'm going to multiply here 1 tablespoon, sorry, 3 teaspoons, because you want to cross out the teaspoon at the bottom. So I'm going to write 1 tablespoon is 3 teaspoons. See, so that means, and then multiply, and then multiply 1 cup is 16 tablespoons. See, so this also is correct. So it depends on how do you want to start. So this is, sorry, not 16, only the, so tablespoon will cross out, teaspoon will cross out, and then what I left with 15 calories per 1 cup. So, and that gives you the answer. So one way is you can start 1 cup. And here I started with the cup itself, 1 cup. And then I try to change this, multiplying the conversion factor, which is given in calories. And then I try to build up like this and get the answer. So this also is correct. And this also is correct. So I hope I made sense to you there. You could also do directly. What I'm saying is, let's say the same problem, there is a shortcut. Then you can use a shortcut as saying, okay, we'll start with this in calories per 1 teaspoon, right? And because you want the answer to be in every cup, right? So that means in 1 cup, how many teaspoons are there? You can see 1 cup is 48 teaspoons. So I will write the shortcut also here. So you can directly also write 48 teaspoon like this. You may say how? That's because 1 cup, let's see, if this is 1 cup, right? If this 1 cup, this 1 cup contains 16 tablespoons. Okay, so there are 16 table 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the big ones. But each of this will be a small, tiny 3 teaspoons. So there will be 3. Each of this gives you 3 teaspoons. These are teaspoons. Okay, so these are 16. So 16 tablespoons make a cup, but each of this will give separately 333. So, so this will give you another 3 teaspoons. This will give you another 3. So 16 of them, right? So 16 plus 16 plus 16, and you can see that 48. So that way, if you're 100% sure, you just do like this, saying that, hey, 1 cup is 48 teaspoons. So this teaspoon and this teaspoon, you get 15 times 48 calories per cup. So that we also, you can, so 3 different strategy to get the same answer. The answer is 720 calories. Yeah, look at this question number 30. A car is driving at 1000 kilometer per hour. So you have a conversion factor here. What is given is in 1 hour, the car drives so many kilometers. So this is the conversion factor. But if you see the answer, then how far does it travel in 2 seconds? So this hour has to be changed to second. And how far does it travel in 2 seconds? And you want the answer in to be meters. See? That means you can't have this kilometer. So there are 2 different ways you can start. I'll start with this. So this is given to you. Okay. And this is the question is in 2 seconds. If you have 2 seconds, you'll start with 2 seconds. Okay. And you want to know how many meters are you going. So like this. So let me start with one way is 2 seconds. So start with this. So 2 seconds. So let me write this. And now I have to multiply. This is over 1 and multiply by the conversion factor. So the conversion factor is right here. So I put 1 hour is 100 kilometers. Now you can't have kilometers. This kilometer has to be changed. So I'm going to use another conversion factor, that is 1 kilometer is 1000 meters. So meters. And then I have to also convert this 1 hour. And remember, 1 hour is 60 minutes, and 1 minute is 60 seconds. So directly you can remember 1 hour is 60 times 60, and 6 times 60 is 336, and then you have these 2 zeros, so 3600. So we can write, now this hour is right here down, so I'll write 1 hour up here, and 3600, this is in seconds. So your answer will be, so you started with 2 seconds, right? So this second and this second crosses out, this kilometer and this kilometer, and this hour crosses out. What are you left with is 2, this 2. Then you're left with this 100. Then you have 1000, this one, and everything divided by 360. And this answer is in meters. And if you work this out, you get 55.56 meters. The question is there another way to do this? Let's see. If you start only by, you can also begin with, the conversion rate. That means you can start with 100 kilometer and 1 hour. So first write down, convert this into 1 hour is 3600 seconds. Okay. And then again 1 kilometer you put down is 1000 meters. So if you do this, you will get this hour will cross out, and kilometer and kilometer. So and then when you multiply this, so it will be 100,000, and down will be 3600. And this answer that you get is 27.6 meter per. So your rate is this now. This is the new rate. So the rate which was given was this. We change this rate to this rate. But because you want to know in 2 seconds, so 27.78 meters per 1 second. But you want to know in 2 seconds, so you just multiply 2 seconds, and you get it when you multiply this second crosses out, and you get 55.56. See, which is easier for you. This seems to be easy. First, you change the rate into the new rate, and whatever that you get. Or you start with, I like to always start with what is the question, 2 seconds. So start with 2 seconds, use the rate right here, and then each one of them you change depending on meters and seconds, and then you get the answer. So I hope that helps. So another question is, a chain weighs 10 pounds per foot. That means you have a conversion rate that 1 foot is 10 pounds lbs. Okay, so this is the conversion factor given. Now we are supposed to figure out how many ounces will be 4 inches weight. That means you want to start with 4 inches chain, and that will be how many ounces here. So we want to know how many ounces, which is OZ. Okay, to do this, we can do it straight away. The shortcut which I like to do this is you start with the question. This is the 4 inch, and then multiply the 4 inch. So this one you multiply by the conversion factor. And the conversion factor is right here. That is 10 pounds is 1 foot, right? 1 foot. Now, we want the answer to be inches first, now in ounces. So you don't want the pounds up there. So this pounds, which you see here, this pound, 10 pounds, we have to change this into ounces. So we have to change this. So instead of 1 pound, so 1 pound is 16 ounces, because every pound is 16 ounces. The weight, not fluid ounce. That is 1 gallon is 128 fluid ounce. But here, so this part is taken care. This is taken care. Now we have to change 1 foot. So I'll start here. 1 foot is 12 inches. See? So straight away with one step you get everything, and you just cross out whatever this. So this LB and this LB crosses out. Then 1 foot and 1 foot crosses out. This inch and this inch crosses out, and the direct answer you get is this 4, which is remaining. Then you have 10. Then you have 16, and divide by this 12 here. So if you work this out, you should get 53.332 pounds. But some of you may say, why should I start with this? We could use another strategy. You can straight away use only the conversion factor first. Change the conversion factor to a new one that has only inches and ounces. So let's see, we will do the same thing now. This is 10 pounds. 1 pound is 16 ounce. And this 1 foot, which is here, we'll write 1 foot is 12 inches. So that means we can cross out a foot and foot. Then we have pound and pound, and we have a new rate that is 10 times this 10 times 16 divided by 12, and that you get 13.3333 pounds per pound. Okay, but because, sorry, per inch, this is per inch. This is the inches remaining. See this? So this is inches. This is remaining, right? Now, if this is per inch, we want 4 inches. So all you do is the weight will be, new weight will be This is per inch. So this one is 13.333 times 4 inches. So they give you 4 inches like that. So this one is this is, sorry, I should have written other side. O is the weight is so much per 1 inch, right? And then you times 4 inch. So this 4 inch and each crosses out. And when you multiply, you get the same 53.332 uh, pounds. Okay. I hope, oh, sorry, not pound. This will be ounces. This one is ounce OZ. We want the answer. This is what is remaining. I'm sorry. So this is OZ. Oh, so different approach. This is one way, or this is another way. Both give you the same answer. So this is question number 16. A store is selling two lemons for $1. That means I'll try to write the rate here. So two lemons is one. So two lemons is $1. Okay, so that is one rate. And also it says each lemon yields 2 tablespoons. That means one lemon gives 2 tablespoons. So this is a shortcut. So that's another one. How much will it cost to buy enough lemons? So you want to know how many number of lemons to make a lemon pie. So this is a lemon pie of 9 inch. So this 9 is not required. What is he wants to make a lemon pie requires half a cup, which is 0.5 cup of lemon juice. So of course you can do your common sense, and also you can figure out, because first what we will do is we'll start with the zero point 0.5 cup. We'll start with the zero point 0.5 cup and change it to maybe tablespoons, because one cup is one cup is 16 tablespoon. But then if you see here, we can use this as, instead of, because tablespoon is already here up, so I'll be using 2 tablespoons is one lemon. So I'm using this. Only thing I'm writing one lemon is divided by 2 tablespoons. Okay. And then after that, we have to change lemon to, now this is what I'm gonna use. So we have $1 is 2 lemons. So with one line, we can get all the answers, and we can cross out tablespoon and tablespoon, cup crosses cup and cup crosses, lemon and lemon crosses. So what I will left is this 0.5 times this 16, and this is 1, so it doesn't matter, and then divide by 2. You can see this is 8, and 8 times this, if you do, you get $4. You can check that. I mean, sorry, 8 times 5 is, I think I missed this 2 here, which I forgot to write. So it is 2 times 2. So 2 times 2 will be 4. 4 divides 16 4 times. And 4 times this will give you $2. So just wanted to make sure we got that is correct. Okay. So the answer is $2. Question number 17 is, the car is driving 45 miles per hour. That means this is 45 miles. This is the conversion rate for 1 hour. So I'm gonna keep it separate. How far does it travel in 2 seconds? So in 2 seconds, when I'll begin with the 2 seconds. Now I'm gonna convert this into multiply this conversion factor. So which is 45 miles divide by 1 hour, and each of this we'll have to convert now. Let me use uh, green color. This 45 miles we can convert to first because they want to into the nearest foot. So 1 mile convert to 5280 feet, correct? And then again you multiply it by blue color. Let me use blue color. The 1 hour. Remember, 1 hour is 3,600 seconds. So what we will have to do is we'll have to write 1 hour on top and write 3,600 seconds up down. So that way this second crosses out, this hour and this hour crosses out, this mile and this mile. And you get 2 times 45 and you put in the calculator this and you get in feet. And your answer is going to be 132 feet. Okay. So this is one of the strategy, or you could start with this one first. So the rate is given in 45 miles per 1 hour. So all you do is just first convert the rate. So this rate first into feet, because you don't want the 1 mile is 155,280 feet, and then again this 1 hour is 3,006, same thing, like seconds. So you work on this, you end up getting the first answer will be 66. This will be, if you do this calculation like this, the second, uh, this hour and hour, so you get 66 feet per 1 second. Because you're asking in 2 seconds, all you do is the distance traveled will be this 66, the rate times the time. So distance is speed into time, right? It's the same thing. So you write 66 feet per second multiplied by 2 seconds. So the second crosses out and you multiply this two and you get 132. Okay. So two different approach, whichever you feel you do. So this question they did not give you, but they said 245. I think okay. So it is 245 inches square. You have to convert this into feet square. Again, 245. If it is like inch times inch, right? So what you do is you multiply 1 inch is 12. Uh, uh, 12 inch is 1 foot. So here we'll write 1 foot. And then again you multiply 1 foot divided by 12. Two times you have to do because of this inches. Okay. So this inch, 2 inches, I will cancel with this 2 inches. So you will have with 245 times divided by, there are two 12s here, which is 12 times 12. And this answer will be in feet square. So the actual answer is, I think this is question number 18. Can check because I wrote it 2 times. So the answer is 1.701 feet square. And you're done. So this question number 18, convert 12,000 meters square. So it's going to be 12,000 meters square, right? Meter square. That means I have to write 1 meter. We know one because they want to do kilometers. So 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. And again, you'll have to do 1 kilometer is 2 times you have to do because of this meter square. So all you do is you can cross out this meter square to meter, which is meter square. Okay. So you're left with 1200 divide by 1000 times 1000. So this answer will be, there are 2 kilometers, so kilometers square. So this answer we can cross out these three zeros. I think you get 12 divided by, you can get which is 12.0. You can use the calculator, but because of these three zeros, I can cross out and move the decimal three places to the right, 1, 2, and 3. So it becomes 0.012 kilometers square. Nearest 100th place. So this is 10th place. 10th place. This is 100th place. So if I want to write nearest, it is 0.01 kilometers square. How do we convert this into 3 yard cube? So what 3 yard cube basically means it is 3 yard times yard times yard. That means we'll have to multiply by 1 yard is 3 uh, feet. Then again 1 yard is 3 feet. Again 1 yard is 3 feet. So that way we can cross out 1, 2, 3, and this 3 yards. See? So what are you getting is this 3 times there are 3, 3, and 3. And this answer becomes feet, feet, feet. So it is feet cube. Your answer becomes 81 feet cube. Or cubic, another way to say is cubic feet. So this is how we get done. This is in geometry in 21. The length of a rectangle is given. So this is a rectangle. The length, find the length. So this is L. If this is L, this also L. This is width, this also is width. The perimeter is 2 lengths should be added plus 2 width. Okay, now the perimeter all around is given to you, this, which is 80 inches. And the width is given as 25. So if this is 25, this also is 25, right? So you plug in here. So this is what we don't know. So I'll write 2 length plus 2 times the width goes here, which is 25. So this will be 50. So 80 equals 2 length plus 50, and then you subtract. So if you subtract 50 both sides, you can cross out, you get 30 equals 2 times length, and divide by 2, we get 15. So length is 15 inches, and you're done. Now, is there a shortcut for this? If the perimeter is 80, right? So 2 width is given, means there are 2 width will be 50, and you take away from 50 is 30, right? So 30 means the remaining, so that 30 has to be this plus this. That's what that means. So that will be 15 and 15. So there was another question was asked about the perimeter and area is asked. So they gave us width is 2 feet. This is 2 feet. Okay. And length is given as 35 inches. So this one they give is 35 inches. So what we will do is we convert this 2 feet into, so this 2 feet we can convert to inches because 1 foot is 12 inches. So this crosses out, and 2 times 12 is 24 inches. So this is inches, right? So the length is, so 2 feet basically means 24 inches. So this is 24 inches. And this is the width, this is the length. The width is, so sorry, the length is 35. So this is 35. And the 2 feet that we got was 24. This is 24. Okay. So this is 35. And this was, actually it was 2 feet. Now we change it to inches. So that means So now the perimeter is, question is asked, what is the perimeter? Perimeter is directly also 2 into length and width like this. So it is 2 times. So you have 35 plus 24, which will be 2 times 59, and you get 118 inches. If I want to find the area is length into width. So you multiply 35 times 24, and then you get 840. So the this problem, the area of the rectangular room is this. So they give us the area of the rectangle. So this one is the rectangle. The length is 4 yards. What is the width in yards? So this is given in feet. So you have to be very, very careful. This is 168 feet square. So you first have to change this to, because you want in yards, right? So you have to multiply by 1 yard. 1 yard you put here, and we know 1 yard is 3 feet. So because of the feet, this is 2 times. So we'll have to write two conversion factor. 1 yard is 3 feet. So this feet and feet crosses out, and you get this is 168 divided by 3. I think you get 13 yard square. So once you get this, this whole area is 13 yards square, right? But they already given us uh, length is 4, so this is 4. The question is, what is this? So in this case, you get 3 and 3. So this is 168 divided by 3 times 3 yards square. I think we can cross out one of the 3 here. You can see it goes 56. If you divide 168 by 3, and you get, because we want to know exact answer, right? This is like exact value. Because if you do 168 and then 9, then you'll get in 0.33, and that will be a lot of, you'll have to round it. So this will give you the exact answer. Now next is area is length times width. They give you the area is 168. It was 168, but we change it to this number. So this is 56 divided by 3, and the length is given to you 4. This is 4. This is the length. So we want to know the width. So you write length is 4 times the width. So then we divide by both sides. Divide this side and divide this side by 4. And you can see the 4 goes for 56, which will be giving you 4, gives you 14. Because if you do little maths there to show exact value like this, 4 times 1 is 41, and you get 14. See? So you get 14 divided by 3. This answer is in yards. Okay. So which is also equal to 4 to third yard. So this is what it is. So I hope, which if you use the calculator, what is that? This piece, that will be 4 point rounding to the 100th place yards. Near that. So a lot of maths there. Mm. Basically, you're changing the square foot to yards. Okay. And then you use the area formula. And because they gave you this length, we need to find the width. So all you do is divide 4 both sides. I try to reduce this, or you could do directly also in the calculator. 56 divided by 12. Then we could get the same answer. So question 24 on your paper, I think it is uh, area of 90, right? So if we do area of 90, yeah, 24. Okay, so there is a triangle like this. Okay, the base of the is 15. This is already given to you, the 15 yards. That's the base. This is the base. And the area is given, this whole area is given in 90. Area is given 90 meters square. But then the answer they want is the height. So this is the height, which we don't know. We want that answer to be in yards. Now to do that, we need to convert this into yards. So how do we do this is, so let's start with converting the 9 meters. So 9 meters, meters square means meter time meter. And then we'll try to write directly 1 meter. This is what you will have to know. One, so 1 yard, what is 1 yard in terms of, so 1 yard is 0.9144 meters. But then you have to do it 2 times because, so this is again 1 yard is 0.9144. So this meter and this meter cross out, of course here. You get 9 divided by, you multiply this 2 times, 9144, 2 times, and that whatever that answer by calculator gives you 107.64 yard square. So once you have this, area is half base times the height. So you know this area, this is 107.64 times half. The base is given 15, so this is 15 times the height. But this 15 divided by 2, that will be 7 point. This will be 7.5. So I'm going to write it. This will be 107.64 equals 7.5 times the height. And then you divide by 7.5 both sides. So this crosses out and you get h equals 14.35 yards. So with the help of a calculator. So hope that makes sense. So you may be confused. How come we are supposed to know this, right? Yeah, if you want to do convert meters to yards, there's another way to write also is meter. Yeah, that will be a lot because if I want to convert meters, let's say 9 meters is one meter is 100 centimeter, right? So it's like writing 1 meter is 100 centimeter, and then each time you have to do 1 inch. Okay, 1 inch is 2.54 centimeter. So you'll have to write a lot of two times this piece, and then change it to 1 yard is 3 feet, 3 feet. So like this, 3 feet, 3 feet. And that's going to be long procedure. So that's why it's better to have only this much, that 1 yard straight away is 0.91 meters. Hope that helps. Question number 5. Jose just removed the children's playset from his backyard to make a room for a rectangular garden. So he wants to make a rectangular garden, and he wants to put a fence around the garden to keep out the dog. He has 50 feet row. So this is 50 feet row. Let's say this is 50. Okay, then he plans to use to fit in the backyard. The width of the this should be 10. So I should take off 10 this side, maybe 10 here and 10 here, and cut this, and put it right here. So this is 10 and 10. So this 10 and 10 is taken off. So how much will be the remaining? Will be 50 minus 30. 20 will be 30. So this 30 has to be put right here and right here. So the length becomes 15. So this is all common sense, right? But the question is, how do we show using algebra? This is the one. This is L W. So the perimeter is given the whole around. So 50 is the perimeter. P is 2L plus 2 length. Okay. which is the width is given 10, then so it is 2 length plus 2 times the width, which is 10. This will be 20, and then subtract 20 both sides. So you get 30 equals 2 lengths. That means dividing by 2, you get length equals 15, and you're done. So that's so simple. That was an easy question. 26 is a child's sandbox needs to be filled with sand. The dimensions are 4 feet. So this is 4 feet. So it means this is 4 by 4. So this is like 4 feet width and the length. But deep, how deep is it? 16. Now, what is 16 inches? We need to convert to feet because they gave you in feet. So this one foot is 12 inches. This inch crosses out and it is 16 by 12 feet, and that is this 16 by 12 can be reduced as 4 over 3 feet because 4 divides both 4 divides 16 4 times, 4 divides 12 3 times, so that's why I get 4/3. So that means 4 1/3 is almost like 1/3 feet. So when I try to draw deep, so this is how deep this is. See? So this will go like this. So this way. Just wanted to draw the sandbox. Okay. So that this is that how deep it is 1, which is 4 over 3 feet. And we want to know what is the volume of this whole box. The volume is length, width, and height, which is 4. This is the length, which is 4. This is the width, so 4 times this one, which is 4 over 3, which is, and you can say 4 times 4 times 4 is 64 divided by 3 feet cube. And this answer can be written as 21.33 feet cube. Now, why it is feet cube? Because it's length, width, and the height. So it's like feet times feet. I hope that makes sense.